Hello and welcome to Knit and Crochet with Jenna. In this tutorial we are going to learn how to crochet this very pretty scarf with pockets. This scarf is very easy to make, I would say also friendly for beginners. The chains that we need are multiple of 9 plus 5, and we have one repeat row. That means we start with one row with double crochets, then for our foundation 2 rows pattern, and the second row is the row that we repeat until the end of our project. It's really very easy to do. My scarf has a width from about 38-40 centimeters, and it is about 1 meter 62, 1 meter 63 long. Don't make it longer because you want to use the pockets, so it has to be in the same height as your arms, as your hands, so you can put your hands or your stuff here in the pocket. It's really a very pretty scarf. It's not only nice for autumn or winter because it keeps you warm, it's a perfect accessory. Look here. Let's see how we start with this nice scarf. The yarn that I use today is acrylic yarn. I used about 1200 meters, I guess, and the hook size is 3.5. I start with 68 chain stitches. 68 because we said multiple of 9. I took it 7 times, it's 63, plus 5 chains, 68. I am going to crochet now one row with double crochets. I skip the first, the second and the third chain, and into the fourth one double crochet. Into the next one double crochet, into the next one double crochet, and we continue with double crochets until the end of the row. I completed the row with the double crochets, and this row is the foundation row for the scarf. We start now with the first pattern row. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I turn my work. I count these 3 chain stitches as my first double crochet. This is the first double crochet. Into the next chain 1 double crochet, and also into the next chain 1 double crochet. I have now here 3 double crochets, and now I start with a repeat pattern. Chain 1, I skip the next 2 chains, and into the third one shell. Yarn over, I skip 1, 2 chains, I insert my hook into the third one, and I do here 3 double crochets into the same chain. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, and another 3 double crochets into the same chain. 1, 2, and 3. And this is the shell. Now chain 1. I skip now the next 3 chains, and into the fourth one double crochet. I skip 1, 2, 3 chains, into the fourth one double crochet. Into the next one a second double crochet, and into the next one a third double crochet. And this is the pattern in row 1. Again, chain 1, we skip 2 chains, and into the third one shell. Yarn over, I skip 1, 2 chains, into the third one, 3 double crochets into the same chain. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2, 1, 2, and into the same chain another 3 double crochets. 1, 2, 3. Chain 1. We skip now 3 chains and into the fourth one, 1 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, into the fourth one, 1 double crochet. Into the next one, a second double crochet. And into the next one, a third double crochet. We continue now again with chain 1. We skip 2 chains into the third one, the shell. 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets into the same chain. Then chain 1 again. Here we skip 3 chains and into the fourth one, 1 double crochet, into the next one, 1 second double crochet, and into the next one, a third double crochet. We repeat this till the end of the row. I am at the end of the row. I crocheted here the shell, and now I finish the row with chain 1. I skip the next 3 chains and into the fourth one, 1 double crochet. So 1, 2, 3, into the fourth one, 1 double crochet. Into the next one, a second double crochet. And into the last chain, a third double crochet. I started the row with 3 double crochets and I finished the row with 3 double crochets. Row 2, chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3, and I turn my work. I count these 3 chains always as my first double crochet. Into the next chain, a second double crochet, and into the next chain, a third double crochet. I start the row again with 3 double crochets. Now chain 1, and here is the shell. Now I'm going to crochet a front post double crochet here into the third double crochet. I have 3 double crochets here on the right side, chain 2 and 3 double crochets on the left side. So yarn over and I go to the first 3 double crochets. I insert my hook now between the second and the third double crochet. My hook is under the third double crochet and I go now through the space from the shell. I grab the yarn through the space from the shell under the third double crochet, and I am now between the second and the third double crochet, and here I finish my new double crochet. So I have now a front post double crochet. Into the space between the double crochets from the shell, 2 double crochets. 1, 2. Now chain 2, 1, 2. Into the same space from the shell, 2 double crochets. 1, 2. And now a front post double crochet around here, the first double crochet. So yarn over. Now I insert my hook into the space from the shell. I am under the first double crochet and I come through the first and second double crochet. I grab the yarn through these 2 double crochets and I am now again into the space from the shell, and I finish my double crochet. So I have a new shell here, 3 double crochets, chain 2, 3 double crochets. we did in every side 1 front post double crochet, chain 1, skip the space, and we go to the double crochets. Into every chain a new double crochet. So into the first chain 1 double crochet, into the next chain a second double crochet, and into the next chain a third double crochet. And this is the pattern in row 2. Let's do it again. At first chain 1. Now skip the space and we go to the shell. Yarn over and a front post double crochet here around the third double crochet. So I insert my hook between the second and the third double crochet and I go through the space from the shell. I grab the yarn through this space and I come again here out between the second and the third double crochet, and I finish here my new double crochet. Into the space between the double crochets, 2 double crochets, 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, and into the same space another 2 double crochets, 1, 2. Now a front post double crochet around the first double crochet. So yarn over. Now I insert my hook into the space from the shell. I'm under the first double crochet and I go through between the first and the second double crochet. I grab the yarn through these 2 double crochets and now I'm again into the space from the shell and I finish my double crochet, and the new shell is here. Chain 1, skip the space and we go to the double crochets. Into the first chain 1 double crochet, into the next chain a second double crochet, and into the next chain a third double crochet. We repeat this now till the end of the row. I finished the second row and I finished the row again with 3 double crochets. We start and we finish every row with 3 double crochets. This was the second pattern row. From now we are going to repeat only this second row. Until we reach the desired length for our scarf, we repeat only row number 2. Let's do this row again together. At first chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I turn my work. These 3 chains are my first double crochet. Into the next chain a second double crochet, and into the next chain a third double crochet. And now chain 1, and here is the shell. 1 front post double crochet around the third double crochet here. So yarn over, insert the hook between the second and the third double crochet, and now I'm under the third double crochet and I go through the space from the shell. I grab the yarn through the space, under the double crochet, and I go through the second and the third double crochet, and here I finished the new double crochet. 2 double crochets into the space from the shell, 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, another 2 double crochets into the same space, 1, 2, and now a front post double crochet around the first double crochet. So yarn over, I insert my hook into the space from the shell, under the first double crochet, and I come through the first and the second double crochet. I grab the yarn through this both double crochets, under the first, and I go through the big space. And I finish here my double crochet. And the shell is finished. With this front post double crochets, we have now here 3 D shells. Now chain 1 and I go to the double crochets. Into the first chain a new double crochet, into the next chain a second double crochet, and into the next chain a third double crochet. Let's do this again together. Chain 1. Here is the next shell. 1 front post double crochet around the third double crochet. So yarn over, insert the hook between the second and the third double crochet, under the double crochet and go through the space. Grab the yarn through the space, under the double crochet, and now through the second and the third double crochet. And we finish our new double crochet. 2 double crochets into the space, 1, 2, chain 2, 1, 2, again 2 double crochets into the same space, 1, 2, and a front post double crochet around the first double crochet here. Yarn over, this time I insert my hook into the big space under the first double crochet and I go through the first and the second double crochet. I grab the yarn through this both double crochets and I come through the big space and I finish my double crochet. Chain 1 and I go to the 3 double crochets. Into the first chain a new double crochet, into the next chain a second double crochet, and into the next chain a third double crochet. We are going to repeat this second row, always this one row, the second row, until we have the desired length. My scarf is growing up. It is about 160 centimeters long now, and in the next row we work a little bit different because I want to finish the scarf same as I started, with double crochets. So here is the end from the last row. I start normal with 3 chain stitches, 1, 2, 3, and I turn my work. These 3 chain stitches are my first double crochet. Into the next chain the second double crochet, and into the next chain the third double crochet. Now chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I skip the space and I go to the shawl. Into the space from the shawl between the double crochets, 1 single crochet. Chain 3 again, 1, 2, 3. I skip the space and I go to the 3 double crochets. I crochet now 3 new double crochets. So into the first chain, 1 double crochet. Into the next chain, the second double crochet. And into the next chain, the third double crochet. Again, chain 3, 1, 2, 3. And I go to the shell. Into the space between the double crochets, 1 single crochet. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3. I skip the space and I go to the 3 double crochets. Into the first chain, over the first double crochet, 1 double crochet. Into the next chain, the second double crochet. And into the next chain, the third double crochet. And we continue now till the end of the row. Again, chain 3, into the space from the shell, 1 single crochet, chain 3. Here are the 3 double crochets, in every chain a new double crochet. Repeat this till the end of the row. The row is completed and I finish also this row with 3 double crochets. I start the next row with chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I turn my work. This is now the last row with double crochets. So these 3 chain stitches are the first double crochet, into the next chain a double crochet, and also into the next chain 1 double crochet. So, and here is the first big space. Into this space 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and a third double crochet into the chain from the single crochet. I go here to the second space. Into this space 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. And here are the 3 double crochets from the last row. In every chain a new double crochet. Into the first one 1 double crochet, into the next one 1 double crochet, and also into the next one 1 double crochet. And again, here is the first space over the shawl. Into this space 2 double crochets, 1, 2, and into the chain from the single crochet a third double crochet. Here is the second big space. Into this space 3 double crochets, 1, 2, 3. And here are the 3 double crochets from the last row. In every chain a new double crochet. 1 here, into the next chain 1 double crochet, and also into the next chain 1 double crochet. And we are going to repeat this now till the end of the row. And so we have a row with double crochets. So into the next space 2 double crochets, in the third double crochet into the chain from the single crochet. Into this space 3 double crochets, and here are the 3 double crochets from the last row. In every chain a new double crochet. Repeat this till the end of the row. I finished the row with the double crochets, and I have here now in the beginning 1 row with double crochets, and at the end of the scarf also 1 row with double crochets. Now I'm going to crochet on both sides, here and also here in the other side, half double crochets. So this is the row with the double crochets, and here is the end of the row. I insert now my hook into the last chain, I grab the yarn and I pull through the chain. Now chain 2, 1, 2, and I count these 2 chains as my first half double crochet. Into the space between the last 2 double crochets 1 half double crochet. And with the 2 chains I have now 2 half double crochets. I go to the next space between the double crochets, 2 half double crochets into the space, 1, 2. I go to the next space between the double crochets, also here 2 half double crochets, 1, 2. Into the next space 2 half double crochets, the first and the second, and I do this until the end of this round. That means I started here, I go all the round along until here. In every space 2 half double crochets. The row with the half double crochets is completed. I started the row here and I did all the way along half double crochets until the end of the row here, and then I cutted the yarn. Now I'm going to crochet a second row, and this time I want to crochet back post double crochets. I start again here. I insert my hook into the first chain, I grab the yarn and I pull it through. I let my yarn long because I need it later for fringes. So chain 3 now, 1, 2, 3. I count these 3 chains as my first double crochet. And now yarn over. I insert my hook from the back side into the space between the first 2 half double crochets, in between of them. I'm in front of the second half double crochet and I go now through the next space. My hook is on the back side of my work. I grab the yarn, I go through the second space and now through the first space. And I finish here my double crochet. And this is a back post double crochet. Again, yarn over, I go into the space between the next 2 half double crochets. I grab the yarn through this second space and now through the first space. And I finish my double crochet. I just worked here, so I go to the next space. Yarn over into the space from the back side, through the second space. I grab the yarn through the second space and now through the first space, and I finish the double crochet. And I continue now until the end of the row. And this is how it looks like. This is the pocket for my scarf. I crocheted the same pattern as I did for the scarf, but here I started with 50 chain stitches. So I did 50 chain stitches. I insert my hook into the 4th chain and I started with 1 double crochet, and then in every chain a double crochet, same as I did it for the scarf. And then in the next row I started with the pattern. In total I did here 14 times the pattern. So here's the row with the double crochets, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 times the pattern. And now I continue with double crochets. So here's the end of the row, and I start the next row normal with chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I turn my work. Into the next chain 1 double crochet, and also into the next chain 1 double crochet. Now without chain I go to the shawl. I have 3 double crochets here on the right side and 3 double crochets on the left side. I go to the double crochets on the right side. Into every chain a new double crochet. So yarn over, I insert my hook into the chain from the first double crochet and I do a new double crochet. Into the next chain a double crochet, and also into the next chain a double crochet. I skip now this space and I go to the next 3 double crochets from my shawl. Also here in every chain a new double crochet. Yarn over, I skip the space and I go into the chain from the first double crochet here. A new double crochet. Into the next chain a double crochet, and also into the next chain a double crochet. So I started normal with the 3 double crochets. Then here are 3 double crochets on the right side from the shawl. I did 3 new double crochets. Here are 3 double crochets on the left side from the shawl. Also here 3 new double crochets. I go to the next 3 double crochets here. Also here in every chain a new double crochet. Also into the next chain a double crochet, and into the next chain a double crochet. And here is the next shawl. I go to the first 3 double crochets, and also here in every chain a new double crochet. Into the next chain a double crochet, and into the next chain a double crochet. I skip the space, I go to the next 3 double crochets. Also here in every chain a new double crochet. Into the next chain a double crochet, and into the next chain a double crochet. And we continue now until the end of the row. I finished the row with the double crochets, and now chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I turn my work. In this row I'm going to crochet back post and front post double crochets. These 3 chains are my first double crochet. Now a back post double crochet. So yarn over, I insert my hook from the back side into the space between the first 2 double crochets, and I go through the next space. I grab the yarn through the second space and now through the first space. My hook is on the back side of my work and I finish here the double crochet. Now a front post double crochet. Yarn over, I insert my hook this time from the front side into the space, and I go through the next space. I grab the yarn through the second space and now through the first space. My hook is on the front side of my work now and I finish the double crochet. And again, 1 back post double crochet, so I insert my hook from the back side into the space, and 1 front post double crochet. I insert my hook this time from the front side into the space, and I continue now with back post double crochets and front post double crochets until the end of the row. I am at the end of the row. I did here front post double crochet and I finished the row with a normal double crochet. So I insert my hook into the last chain, this is the 3rd chain here, and I do a double crochet. And the row is finished. Chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and I turn my work. And I do the same row as I did it here. So at first 1 back post double crochet, I insert my hook from the back side into the space, through the next space. I grab the yarn through the second space and through the first space, and I finish the double crochet. And now a front post double crochet. I insert my hook from the front side into the space, through the second space. I grab the yarn through the second space and now through the front space. And I continue to work 1 back post double crochet and 1 front post double crochet again until the end of the row. In total I'm going to work 4 rows. This is the 2nd row, so another 2. In total 4 rows with back post and front post double crochets. I crocheted here the pocket and I want to sew the pocket now with a scarf. And this is how I do this. Here I have a line with 3 double crochets. Then here a line with a pattern, and here a second line with the double crochets. I go to the second line with the double crochets. Here's the row with the double crochets. I started my scarf with this row and now I count here the rows with a pattern. 3 double crochets here. This is the first row, the second row, the third row, the fourth, the fifth and the sixth row. I take now my pocket and I put here the start from the pocket from the row on this 7th row. I hold this together with a marker and you see I have here now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows with 3 double crochets, and in row number 7 I connected the pocket with a scarf. I did the same also here on the left side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows, and in row number 7 is the pocket. I connected row number 7 with the end from the pocket. My pocket has in total 20 rows. Here the first row with the double crochets, then 14 rows with the pattern, so 15 together. 1 row with double crochets, 16, and 4 rows with back post and front post double crochets, 20 in total. So I have to count here from the marker now, 20 rows up. Here is the marker. This is my first row. And I continue. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Here is row number 20. So I take here the pocket and I put here the start on this row number 20. I take my marker and I connect them together. And I did the same also here on the left side. From this marker till this marker I have in total 20 rows. Now we start to sew our pocket. We are going to sew the right side, this side here down, and also the left side. Of course we don't sew this because we need space to put our hands inside. And it's also very easy how we sew this. We are going to insert our needle into the chain always from the first double crochet, the first of these 3 double crochets, and into the first chain from the pocket. So I don't have the space to do this here. I'll show you now a small example how I'm going to do this. And again, here is the first double crochet from the 3. I go into the next chain, also into the next chain from the pocket, and I sew them together. And I do this now all the way down. So with this way, we have here the 3 double crochets from the scarf and the 3 double crochets from the pocket. And we connect them like this together, so at least we will have here 1 row with 3 double crochets. And then 1 row here, 1 row pattern, 1 row 3 double crochets, 1 row pattern, and so on. And the same we are going to do also here. We connect here this 3rd double crochet now, 1, 2, 3. Always with this first chain from the pocket, and at least it will look like this. I'm going to finish this now and then I'll show you the next step. I sew my pocket on my scarf and now I want fringes. If you don't want fringes for your scarf, is your scarf now finished? Let's see how we make the fringes. I have here a lot of threads. They are about 16 centimeters long. I took a small book, 16 centimeters, and I put the yarn around this book and then I cut the yarn. So I have here my threads. Now I take 5 threads together, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can do, of course, less threads or more threads. Depends how thick or thin you want your fringes. So I want that they are in the same length. And I put the threads over my finger. I take now my hook and my scarf. I started here with a fringe between the first and the second double crochet, and after this between the 3rd and the 4th double crochet. So here is my last fringe. I count 1, 2, 3. I insert my hook between this 3rd and 4th double crochet into the space. I go now under the threads and I pull all the threads through this space. On my hook is now a big loop. Here. I take all the threads together through this big loop. And I fix the fringe. Here. Let's do it one more time together. So 5 threads together, 3, 4, and 5. I put them over my finger. I have the same length. And now I count 1, 2, 3. I go between the 3rd and the 4th double crochet under the threads and I pull the threads through this space. And here is my loop. I grab all the threads through this loop and I fix my fringe. And I continue now to do this until the end of the row. The row with the fringes is now done and the scarf is completed and it looks really very nice. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I say again, thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, let a comment if you like it, and till next time. Thank you.